Hello! How's this crazy world doing out there? My name is Jonathan Edmonds. We may have seen each other before. I've been on Paul's show a couple times now. Paul, what are we calling the show?
I think Escaping the Matrix.
Escaping the Matrix, version 3.0.
No Matrix for us.
No Matrix for us.
Matrix.
Sons Matrix.
Yeah, but beside me we have two friendly faces that you might not know. This is Julian, or Julian. Julian, maybe
Nice to meet y'all. Julian Andres Fernandez Lopez.
Can
Love
you
y'all.
tell people what your nickname is?
J-Bird.
J-Bird. The J-Bird.
To the B, to the I, to the R, to the D.
Didn't you used to play in the NBA, J-Bird, right?
Oh, I mean, I tried. Houston Rockets, you know. Houston Rockets, shout out Houston.
Shout out Houston. And another great friend of ours, Ben Skinner.
Benji Pops.
Benji Pops.
Cali Crew.
Hip-hop star. Famous hip-hop star from Cali.
That's right. National Geographic learning consultant. So I hope to ruin my career.
Oh,
Yeah. So you can already see there's different accents. Across all four of us, I think we have different accent. Paul's definitely got a more New Yorkish accent, right? A little light.
A little light. Like I tried to train myself from an early age not to speak Bronx.
Why was your mom like, don't speak Bronx, honey?
No, it's more like I didn't get a job if I did.
I got you. Oh, you're working, working with the
Def Jam Records.
with the familia.
Yeah.
Excellent. And J-Bird, what about you?
Texas accent. Yeehaw.
Texas
accent. Southern hospitality.
But interestingly enough, he's actually the only Colombian on the panel today.
Yeah. Buenaventura also. Shout out Buenaventura.
Right, which is a town just a couple hours away from here.
Papi.
Yes. And you'll probably hear a little bit more about Buenaventura, but J-Bird was born in Buenaventura, raised there for a bit, but moved to Houston at, 7, 8 years old?
4. I was 4 years old. Came back when I was 20. And here we are in Cali, beautiful Cali, Colombia.
Yeah.
We love it here.
Yeah. Just to
city.
recap, I'm from Toronto, Canada. I've been here 10 years. And Ben's been here, I think, probably the longest of us.
Yeah, I've been here like 17 years now.
17. God bless you.
Yeah. You can see the loads of my...
That's how old my girlfriend is.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Old for you?
A little old.
So I think we can edit that one out.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
Yeah. But Ben, you haven't been in Cali that whole time.
No, I've been in Cali since 2011. And before that, I was in Bogota and in Santa Marta, the Caribbean.
Wow.
So let me ask you a quick fast, because a lot of people listening are probably interested in the whole concept of escaping the Matrix. They want to get down to Colombia, whether it's Cali or not. We're all representatives of Cali, but in your experiences living in other places, you know, did you have one favorite over Cali? And Cali your favorite? Or?
I think I like them all for different reasons. Obviously, Santa Marta in the Caribbean for the climate and the beaches and the culture, for sure. Bogota, I think I love it for the people.
Yeah.
I love the people from Bogota.
Culture.
And then Cali's kind of got a little bit of everything, you know. It's got the climate, it's got good people too.
Yeah.
And it's a great city.
Yeah, we actually have our kids here. So we're kind of locked into Cali because I have a 7-year-old contemporaries with Ben's children. Ben's got 2 boys. So our kids are growing up Colombian.
Yeah.
And that's
Anglo-Colombian.
Anglo-Colombians, you know. And I would say, like, Emma's first language is Spanish.
Really, yeah.
What would you say?
Well, no, because my wife's from California, my wife's American, so for sure my kids' first language is English. We only speak English at home, only English.
But would you say that because I've heard them speak Spanish, their Spanish is good.
They're completely bilingual
Yeah.
because they go to school, but for sure English is their first language. They read in English, they love reading in English, not really like reading in Spanish.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, they're fully bilingual. They sound Colombian, but they speak
Yeah, they
British.
sound Colombian with this.
But they get treated like foreigners.
Emma speaks English with an accent.
Always a plus.
Emma definitely speaks English with an accent.
So Jess, your wife, she speaks to she speaks to Emma in Spanish.
Yeah.
At home.
Speaks to her in Spanish, you know. When we're together, we spoke in English.
Where in England are you from?
Bristol.
Bristol? So that's pretty cool. So we have England, Bristol. We have Canada, Toronto, Houston,
Texas, Buenaventura. Slash Buenaventura, Colombia.
And then his wife is from California, and then I'm from New York. So we have like This is pretty broad.
We can take over the world, couldn't we, really?
Actually,
Yeah, we could. Under our anti-globalist banner.
Yes.
That's point number 6, Johnny.
That's point number 6.
That's
it's okay. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta hook viewers before we scare them off.
all 9 of them.
All 9 of them, yeah. And growing.
Half of them are us.
Yeah, I think we both saw it's 2 times each, that's 9.
9.
We got some questions here. We're going to just touch on a couple of things. Mainly about the experience coming here, what it's like to live here, what the nightlife is like, what are the things you can do? Can you follow your interests here? Just to see if it's kind of right for you. So I think this first question is probably going to be for Jaber because it talks about the nightlife. The question is, what's the nightlife like in Cali or in Colombia in general? And I'm asking Jaber because Jaber knows a lot about it. And CaliColombiaTours.com. Helping people have introductions and great nights out in Cali. So Jaber, what can you tell people? Maybe from your male perspective, maybe a women perspective in general. Like, what do you think? What are people going to find here?
Well, first of all, in Cali, it's very diverse. So you're going to have a lot of multicultures clashing. We have a lot of foreigners that come. We have also the Colombians that are here. We also have people from other Colombian cities that come. So obviously you're going to have a lot of different accents like you see here. You're going to have a lot of different point of views. But basically the main thing here in Cali, Colombia, the nightlife is just to have fun and meet new people and have great conversations. Also, the gastronomy is great. You have
good.
All different types of foods, empanadas, upper argentina, everything.
I think compared to the culture back home, where we're all from different places, approaching people is a lot easier. People are generally, because of the vibe of Cali, people are generally out for a good time, and it's okay to ask people to go and have a dance, especially with the salsa culture, and so it's a lot. It's
easier. It's much easier to spark up a conversation, obviously, because here everyone wants to know. They want to know about you. They want to know your background. They want to know what opinions you have of the nightlife here in Cali. And we also provide, like in Cali Tours, we provide a lot of safety. Always safety first. So it broadens the situation even more. Like you got the boulevard, you got the pergola, and once I am fully bilingual, so obviously I always deal with the situations like with either the waiter at a restaurant or the waiter at a club or the bartender.
Or the host at a warehouse.
That depends on the person, on all of his way of having fun, because we also have glamping, we also have eco tours, a lot of sports, you play soccer, basketball,
nature here too.
The gym. So it all depends on the person and how he feels, his perspective of fun.
Yeah. Did you guys touch on that a little bit, Ben? You haven't gone out too much lately because you have had a lot of experience in the past. Yeah. I go out here and there a little bit, usually the same spots. I've been here 10 years, so you're not going to really catch me on doing the stuff that you guys are probably going to be doing your first year here, which is salsa. Salsa, going to these clubs, going to very particular places, rolling with the foreigner crowd, which is a nice crowd because it's a foreigner Colombian mixed crowd.
Bachata as well, a lot of bachata.
Yeah, I like to go to more, we love to go to Sonica, and I love to go to Sonica.
Yeah, Sonica's a good spot.
Yeah, a good spot, more of a bar.
More bohemian.
More bohemian.
Calle Quinta.
Yeah.
Musicians.
I'm not sick of salsa, but I'm not a salsa head.
You're good at dancing.
Yeah.
I saw you. You're damn good.
Well, you gotta do your minimum. You gotta have a bare minimum, right? And this is Cali. You have to have a bare minimum of salsa, kind of like a Chinese with karate. You gotta have a bare minimum.
For all your foreigners out there, if you want to be girls, you gotta know your salsa. You gotta know your salsa.
At least attempted,
Yeah, I was gonna say. They like it. If you can't dance, they'll make you dance. And it's like a particular obsession with Colombian women here. If they want to teach you, they'll feel like a responsibility to help you learn.
Yeah,
that's true. That's facts.
And the truth is it doesn't even matter if you can dance or not. The first thing you realize right away when you take a lesson or your first step in salsa, you take your first step and you look around, you're like, wow, nobody's looking at me.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's in my head. And I think culturally from back home, we kind of put ourselves in this space where we kind of have an ego about things. So we like to come into a club, take off our jacket, whatever it is, get a beer, maybe another beer, get warmed up, and then dance. Whereas here, they'll come in.
Already tipsy.
Yeah, already. Yeah. Start dancing, get sweaty, and then get a drink.
Exactly.
You know?
It breaks the barrier of being very shy. A lot of them, it's also since they're very, very shy.
Yeah.
Here, it's so easy to break that barrier.
Exactly. And so, if you're dancing with somebody, and it's not a great dance, you don't know what you're doing, and it just turns into a conversation. Where are you from? Oh yeah, then just make a conversation. And it gives you, I mean, it's this great way to meet people, because literally, you can go out dancing, if you're passionate about it, you can dance with 20 people in one night.
Yeah. Exactly, and with no trouble. Everyone's ready to dance here.
Yeah, no jealousy about it.
I would say though, sometimes you have to ask if they have a boyfriend.
Oh, obviously.
Ask if they have a boyfriend. Don't just go up to any girl. Usually, if they're in a group, you get to see if they're like with a guy. But I would not suggest going up to a girl that is with a guy and asking her to dance.
No, that probably would be smart.
There's actually clubs here. No, there's actually clubs here. The clubs by
Latinos.
Yeah, there's some clubs here where actually a man by himself or two men or three or four men can't go into that club.
Yeah,
just with guys.
By Latinos is one of those.
Yeah, you can't do that because there has been trouble in the past with like maybe gringos or just people in general going in there and asking men who have lived here since the 80s or 70s, if you know what I'm talking about, and that didn't end right.
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, you gotta make sure that the girl is not out with a guy. So you want to say, hey, do you have a novia?
You gotta watch out with jealous boyfriends. We got a few of those.
But we've all been through that. We're with a girl and some other guy dances with them, and we feel like inferior because they're a great dancer, and it's like in our heads, and it doesn't even fucking matter. And it's like in our heads.
I
Like
think that's something to give context to what you were saying earlier about no one's looking at you, because the standard of dancing here is very, very high.
Yeah.
So that also doesn't help with the confidence element, because obviously, as a foreigner, you may think you dance well, but you don't. Not like the baseline is everyone's moving like a million miles an hour. The dance floors are smoking because their feet are moving so fast.
It's incredible to see.
And they're patient with you if you're not good at dancing, but you certainly feel very different.
Yeah.
Because the level of dancing is just so high.
Seriously, you both have children here. Is it true that before they learn how to walk, they learn how to dance, and then they learn how to dance?
Well, my kids are English, so they learn how to play football before they.
Wow, that's very good.
Well, I have two kids as well, but mine are Colombian. They're not like how I was. That I learned dancing when I got to Colombia. I learned salsa like in 6 months. So yeah, that's a little bit different. My son's 13 and he doesn't know how to dance salsa yet. But hey, he's Caleno. He'll learn. It's in his blood.
It's in his blood.
Yeah, it's in his blood. Well, that's what you can kind of get in the expectation of going out here. It is an addictive lifestyle because of the heat.
Today, guys.
The nights are just beautiful, temperate nights. Beautiful women walking around everything, showing as much skin as possible. It's great for all that. So you guys all have a really good time. We've been here 10 years. We're settled down. We're a little bit more
mature.
It doesn't really work on us.
A little bit more mature on that perspective.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like most places, I don't know how it is in the other world, but there's a reputation for chicks here to be a bit nuts. Some of them can be a bit nuts. There's a reputation. That might have to do with a deeper concept here of like a societal trauma that is like an umbrella over the city here. And that societal trauma, maybe it can be from Colombia's Civil War past. You notice that there's a lot of single mothers here. A lot of deadbeat fathers. I think it's actually the highest rate in the world. Colombia, highest rate in the world for single mothers. 85% of mothers are single in Colombia. So I'm just saying, before you drop everything for a girl, just
do your background check before.
Yeah, do your background check.
Do your own research.
Yeah. Investigate.
Yeah, and understand, if beautiful women like this aren't on you at home in your home country like this, then maybe there's something up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just take care of yourself.
There's maybe an element of, when you go out to go dancing or to go to a club or a drink with your friends. It's escapism, right?
Yeah.
And I think people here have a lot to escape from. It's that kind of thing. Like, the harder your life, the harder you party.
Yeah.
You know, they work hard in Colombia and they party even harder.
Work hard, play hard.
And so the escapism here is total. You know,
and that's why people, and I've had this before with you, with my ex, with friends. I'd drop you guys off. We'd go into a club and I'd drop you guys off, and you guys would go to another place and continue until 8, 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I would ask
You're an native, babe.
Yeah.
8, 10 in the morning.
Yeah, and I would ask
2 in the afternoon sometimes.
Yeah.
They go days, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Days.
Oh, I've seen these motherfuckers 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
And, and I always ask myself, why can't I do that? Why do I want to be like in bed maximum 3, that kind of thing? And then I thought it was because I have a business, it's because I have employees. I just thought it was like, no, it's because, Johnny, you don't have any trauma. Or your trauma is insignificant. These people got things to run from.
Yeah.
Well, I think also there's a cultural difference in the way they drink here. So, for example, in England, we do what's called binge drinking. So, you know, you leave work, you go to the pub, and you start drinking real quick. And so by 11, 12, you're absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
And you're either going to get something to help you stay awake, or you're going to go to bed. Whereas there's a phrase in Colombia which is siempre prendido, nunca borracho, which basically means you're always tipsy but you're never drunk.
Yeah.
And so the culture of drinking here is to kind of drink slow and steady, eat soup halfway through. So you're kind of
eating.
Yeah, there's a lot of eating and drinking slowly, and so you can maintain that kind of low-level drunkenness for a long, long time.
Yeah, one thing I cannot handle is when they drink a beer and then it gets so hot they still drink it hot. I cannot drink a hot beer. It goes down.
You know what's funny? I was at a soccer game, football game for the Cali team, Green team here.
Oh yeah.
And it was absolutely amazing. 'Cause, I mean, I go to Yankee games a lot. You know, I go to Knicks games, go to Ranger games, go to, all the games in New York. I maybe saw in the whole stadium maybe like 10 people drinking beer, and it was unbelievable. Like if you go to any sport event in America, everyone's pounding beers beforehand, during, after. Here, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw some people drinking in their car afterwards, but they weren't drinking beer inside the stadium. It was amazing.
It's bad.
Yeah. It's bad. That's because it's been a little bit dangerous. Also, but yeah,
people lose it. People lose their minds. They get drunk. Violent.
Yeah, too much. It gets too violent.
They haven't managed to stamp out the hooligan element of football here. If you banned all the hooligans, the stadium would be empty. I mean, you're not even allowed to take your belt into the stadium. You've got to take your belt off.
Well, that's the Americanos, right? The red team.
Oh, well,
the green team you can buy beer.
No,
Cali.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the difference is because the green team stadium is out of the city.
You have to
it's
drive
very far, so that's the difference. The America Stadium is still within, right next to the Calle Quinta, which is a very, very historic street. It's known for its salsa bars, rock bars, so obviously it's going to be more dangerous when you get out of the Pascual Guerrero. That's the name of the stadium. Then Palma Seca. Palma Seca is way out there, so obviously the rules can be a bit different.
It's by the airport, the stadium. Correct. Yeah. But I mean, it's just amazing time. We encourage you to come here because, I mean, obviously 4 guys from 4 different places around the world, and we are here loving it. We are at, this is the best times of our lives. And
great city.
We're all like, we're all young. We're in our 20s. But we're living the best life we can, and we're happy. That's the most important thing, is that we're happy, and we're safe, and any knowledge that we have, we want to give to you.
Excellent.